Hi, I'm Greg.
And I'm Derek. Welcome to Men of the Den, and this is Monday.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another week here on The Den. This week is going to be Queer Childhood Moments Week. So, before we start, I want to give a shout out. As you can see, me and Derek are showing some new on fleek looks this week.
Can you not say on fleek?
On fleek.
Oh, you could just fuck right off.
Courtesy of Sailor Bup's Barbershop in Halifax.
We want to give a special shout out to our barbers, Robin and Amber. You girls do a bang up job, and we love going to see you.
Alright, so now we're going to talk about some moments in our childhood that were defining moments in our queer history. So let's start with you, Derek Sweeney.
Music has always been a big part of my life, and growing up in the late 80s, you saw a lot of androgyny in music. This was like the heyday of Boy George. This was Annie Lennox, Eurythmics, Dead or Alive with Pete Burns. But I think really musically for me was getting to know Queen and seeing how much of an icon Freddie Mercury was. I was maybe 10 years old when he finally came out of the closet, then 3 days later died of HIV/AIDS. And it was just like kind of an awakening moment, musically, when it came to queerness in the music that I loved. Remember when Dave Navarro joined Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Oh, Dave Navarro.
Oh my god, that video for Warped, where it was just like this crazy video of like looked like something out of Iggy Pop, and then everyone starts making out. And then the cover of the Rolling Stones, they're making out. And then Dave Navarro just made Red Hot Chili Peppers, well, they made it wet in my pants.
Dear God.
And another queer moment in music, I would say for sure, Marilyn Manson walking into the field as a genderless alien and cops making out everywhere.
Oh, one Marine was George Michael. What was that song? Oh, Outside.
Oh yeah.
Let's go outside.
Daddy George Michael.
Yeah, no, Daddy George Michael with cops making out in the video and bathroom scenes, and I'm like, no, I was done.
Yeah.
Sploosh!
And that's where Greg started his uniform fetish.
So for me, another one that I just thought of was Rock DJ by Robbie Williams. Oh my god. Up until the point where he takes his skin off, obviously.
Well,
I don't have a no skin finish.
And this is what started Greg's muscle fetish. Exposed to muscle fetish.
I will say my first experience where I thought something might have been up with me being gay was when I was 14. I was in my bedroom watching Entertainment Tonight, and I saw Antonio Sabato Jr., and of all people, in an underwear ad on Entertainment Tonight, and I got a hard on.
Would you say it pitched some ideas?
But I mean, I wasn't an overly sexual teenager. I really just didn't think about that stuff too much. It wasn't until probably my later teen years that I even started thinking about sex, let alone gay sex.
Yeah.
And so later you're probably around 16, I don't know how my parents didn't know with some of my music choices.
God, the first album I got my mom to buy me was Paula Abdul's Forever Your Girl. Should have been a sign.
I own Aqua. I own both the Spice Girls albums.
I could lip sync Cold Hearted Snake better than Coco could when I was 10. When I was 10.
Amanda Marshall for more of a Canadian influence, but Alanis Morissette. I listened to a lot of female empowerment stuff. I didn't realize at the time what that meant. I just thought it was good music.
TV-wise for me, Simpsons has always had an undertone of queerness about them. Like, not just Harry Shearer, or which cast member was it in The Birdcage? Was it Harry Shearer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Playing Agador in The Birdcage and being amazing. It's just some of the characters, like the flamenco dancer, Waylon Smithers, and some of the hidden tones of...
Oh, the John Waters character.
John Waters' character and is Bart Gay episode.
John, oh my god.
And Homer dancing with him to I Love the Nightlife.
We work hard. We play hard.
That was really a defining moment in me. It's just kind of awakening. It's just like how lighthearted and fun it made queerness be. And it really was just like the acceptance and really a coming of age of like to the future of what America's going to come to.
And Smithers. Smithers has always been that undefined gay character that they've, just kind of left you thinking that he was gay, but never really came out and said it until recently.
Yeah.
So that,
Hello, Smithers. You're quite good and turning me on.
when they actually came out with Smithers and as a gay character, I was like, they kind of
It took away.
yeah,
Right.
it really took away from it. I think that was a good part of the show was that undertone of Smithers.
It was kind of like from us as queer men, really just kind of like, it really just feels like everyday life when you kind of say something and people don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, oh yeah, it's a queer thing. And it's very much Smithers' character of just like the undertones of gay.
Right. Queer as Folk was whack-off material for me when I was a teenager.
Whoa!
Well, I mean, let's be
Censors!
let's be honest. I mean, well, I was still in the closet. I didn't have gay porn to look at. Queer as Folk was closest thing I could come to at 18.
Were you one of the ones that stayed up late and watching Blue and Away hoping for dick?
I always stayed up. I always stayed up to watch Queer as Folk, and what was the other one? Kink. Kink was another one.
That was filmed here.
One of the seasons was.
Yeah.
But Kink, Queer as Folk, and what was the other one?
Blue and Away?
No, Red Shoe Diaries.
Ooh, Red Shoe Diaries.
Yes, with David
Duchovny.
Yes. So those were the three shows. Those were my prime whack-off material.
Yeah. Robin Williams has always played. There's always been some queer undertones in Robin Williams movies.
That's true.
The big one, of course, being The Birdcage.
And Mrs. Doubtfire.
And Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
With Harvey Firestein playing the gay brother, and that's really like the first time as a kid really seeing a queer person and drag. But we were watching Tu Wong Fu the other night and didn't realize the person who gives the Queens the car is Robin Williams. So he's really played a lot in the acceptance of queerness in ourselves.
To be honest, my parents wouldn't allow me as growing up to watch movies with those kind of undertones because they were afraid it was going to make me gay.
Too late.
So I didn't really get to watch a lot of movies that had that kind of content in it growing up. It wasn't until later in life that I went back and watched these movies, like, of course, things like Rocky Horror Picture Show, which obviously the first time I watched it, I fell in love with it, like probably most people. But I didn't really get to watch that stuff growing up too much because my parents really kind of made sure that I didn't see that.
Yeah.
No, and it's no offense against them because I mean they grew up in a different time than we did.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I see it when I talk about my parents trying to keep me from that content. As I'm sure Derek feels the same way.
Well, the thing is, like, in our parents' generation, it was bad.
Yeah.
And it was very frowned upon. And in our generation, the media started really just kind of pushing towards the edge, pushing that edge. And it started becoming accepted within our generation. And be thankful, like the millennials now, be thankful like what you guys have as easy as you guys do right now. Because it was a lot more difficult for us.
I don't think easy's the right word because, I mean, there's obviously still a lot of bad shit going on in the world against gay people.
Yeah.
And that's a battle that's probably never going to end, let's be honest here. But
the path
we do have to look that it has come a long way, and even the last 10 years we've come a very long way. We've got a long way to go, but let's not look at the negative that, we still got a long way to go. We've come a long way. And bitches, it will continue to keep on moving up.
So I asked a few fans of ours about what are some of the queer memories that they have. Igor said, my brother sports Illustrated magazines. Also, Umbro silk shorts.
Page 46 of the Sears catalog.
Pretty much. Sears wish list, a men's underwear section. Mm-hmm. Ben Connolly brought up an interesting one. Bugs Bunny in drag.
That's not what I would have thought right off the bat, but it does make sense because, Bugs Bunny was so out there that, and it wasn't, it was presented in such a way that it was digested by the people.
It was just like running around in drag, trying to lure men around to get himself out of trouble. Jeremy brought up Ellen's coming out.
So, I have mixed feelings about Ellen's coming out. As much as I think it was a big moment in gay history, and it really was, I would have liked to have seen it done more organically than it was. So that's my one complaint. Not that, and I mean it's a minor complaint, but I would have liked to have seen it more organic.
And lastly, former dead boy Will, of course Bert and Ernie, of course, but then he brought out the little pervert in all of us. the Sims expansion pack, where you could make anybody just go and sleep with anybody and do whatever you wanted. Instead of just making people starve to death in the washroom while they cry, he was making everybody gay.
That
doesn't surprise me with you.
Sounds about right.
Okay, closing.
All right, everyone. Well, that is it for this week. Tune into the other boys' videos this week and see what they bring up for their queer culture growing up. As always, like, share, subscribe.
And if you have any questions, we have a Q&A coming up in 2 weeks. So fire away some questions, either as comments below, send us a private message, get them at us, and we'll have the links up soon to put them into our private database.
Well, everyone, signing up for this week. Have a great week.